William Want, John Dewey, John Trump. Yeah, John Trump. Have you ever noticed how, first of all, let me give you facts. The school system, as we elaborated on in University Semester 1, actually is proficiently designed for whatever that you're going to study, that you never are capable of learning that. They ruin you in math and in history. And if you don't believe me, are those real doctors or are they just practicing? Those are not naturopathic doctors. So we have this phenomena that continues to occur where you go in there, and that's why it's so boring, because they basically teach you to hate whatever you love. You go in there, you think you're going to play music. Now they got this sheet music in front of you when you should play from your mind and your consciousness. Play your body like it's the instrument. And so we know the system has been erected to actually not allow you to learn whatever you came in there to learn. However, one of the deeper things that happens in the Hegelian dialect, which means just the version of English you speak, let's just start looking at that like that, that you're taught a way that the only way that you're able to be social with others is through a medium of conflict. Okay? The only way that you're able to be social with others, this is the other side of the Hegelian dialect, not just what they're showing you in public, problem, reaction, solution, and all this, but what is going on in private in the consciousness, where the beings cannot congregate unless they have an actual medium of conflict. But see, sports work well as a medium of conflict. Jay-Z versus Biggie Smalls works well as a medium of conflict. So all of those mediums of conflict that we see now, that all works really well for people to be socially communicative, because they're just commenting on who they like and who they don't like. And that's the virus. That's the judgment. It keeps them in judgment day, locked in as the squids feed on them, right? That's what's happening in the Matrix. It's happening right now. So because of this, we ask ourselves again, and let me just reel this in literally. Just reel it in. So where we're at now is that we see an entire mainframe. We see a Trojan horse has entered, which is the TV. And as I said, and what I was getting to, I'm glad I caught my train of thought, because most people are not learned, because even if they did go to school, they didn't learn what they were actually going to be taught because of this system that was put in play. Let me finish that too, about the system that has been put in play. It's grand stories of truth. So in your school then, because of the communicative component is one of confusion, this means that you, as you move through life, you move through with this dualism and you remain trapped in that stasis and your current is locked up. But see, in their schools, and they kind of jokingly pun, they do. Instead of thinking, they do. That was John Dewey's thing. He was a prodigy, a Marxist prodigy. You know, cold, vast intellects. I seen the superhuman. He was cool, cruel, and intrepid. You know, thus where these kind of statements come from men who are unlocking their mind in different ways or supping with certain kind of beings, some from the if world. And then coming with this mad genius with their fat ass heads like Fidel. You know, looking like they're possessed with the eyes all whitened out like York. Can't handle none of the current or the power. Weak Jed broke. But the jinn is still active, ragging down the chakras and grinding out the gears as the brakes are no longer functioning on the soul. And it's train wrecking as it's crashing into newborn babies and ancient mothers who are all just hoping to find a ship and cover as we weather this cosmic storm, cruising through a broke down planet, looking to get the grids back online. Something so thick that when you enter it, you don't even know when you're coming out. And these cats like big booties. So, how this all works is they have their school. You know, it's all governed from Yale. And in their school, you'll notice in the photos, like the yearbook, if you go and Google everybody in the yearbook, Everybody got millionaire company. If you go check on Biff, I'm not going to say his name because that's immediately gets your whole thing censored at this point. Y'all know who Biff is, the one that they got over there that's working in that big black house? Biff, I told y'all that was Biff, didn't I? From Back to the Future. The dude stole the almanac. Code number 58. Check it out on the internet. He steals the almanac. And his first bet, that pushes him to becoming the richest person in the world. Like, these people have prophecies about them. I'm just skewering around it because I'm not even going to get into it right now. But it's just important to realize that you're in a system that they're very, very serious about keeping locked down and keeping protected. And you can easily shut it down and nullify it by hacking back into your consciousness and uploading yourself back into the throne and getting the hell out of here. Meaning that get out of this vibration, get out of this resonance of conflict, get out of this feeling of poverty, being robbed, and know that all this is connected to your energy and is connected to something that you're doing. So you have complete power and control. So let me get on with this. So when you check their history books, everybody is a millionaire. Or check their yearbook, everybody's a millionaire. How is that possible? But I'm coming. It's only so long that false beings can pretend. And so I just wanted to take a moment for that. So what you should know now is that you've been sent to a school, and that's why you didn't like it so much, that didn't teach you how to really function around others. So even in the conscious community, or with love and with balance, this is why there's so many conflicts, because it doesn't stop. It goes wherever you go, unless you choose to be mindful about not spreading that virus. So I wanted to also mention that now those arts that train you about the laws of light, now they teach that in their schools. They teach about these magnetic attractions and these different elements, the silver nitrates, the silver salts. They teach about all of the Arm & Hammers, the acids and the alkalines, everything that is necessary to function on the dimension. They have their own adrenochromes, which is, a degraded state of what happens with the pineal gland, even synthetic fluids that geek them all up and turn their stuff on for a few hours. You see what I mean? This is what we're dealing with as the vault of the great Gaia is being open. Her womb is open as she's revealing her secrets, but not willingly. Her veil is being ripped. She's being raped. As I told you, it's these rappers. They're raptors. We know you from Kemet. When dark beings die, they become raptors. They become birds of prey. They knew phonetics, Phoenicians. There was a language introduced after the ancient tongue. It connects to the English language. They were seafarers. They sold everybody out. They used all of the passions of the powers to make man fall short. Alcohols. The alcohol is one of the ones you can't even remember. The age was so deep. You still even have your uncles in alcoholic stupors on the astral planes. As we go through this process of realizing, can we handle these powers and these degrees?